Hey, it's Maria from goalietrainingpro.com, and this is the third part of a three-part series on ankles. And so we've covered already the ranges of motion and why it's important to have full range. We've covered static balance. Now we're going to talk about dynamic balance, which is really where you need to get. And so I'm going to give you 3 simple exercises that will improve your dynamic balance. And here comes number 1. I like this one because it also works nicely on deceleration mechanics and almost brings you right into what your ready position stance should be. So it's going to be a single leg drop squat. This is going to challenge not only your ankle to stabilize, but also your hip. So if you do this and you see your knee fall in, that is no bueno, and you know that your hip isn't stabilizing. So we're going to start here, and yes, your arms do have to be like this. I know it looks silly, but they do. And then you're going to hammer down to this position with your arms at your side. Do you see how my hip, knee, and ankle are nice and lined up? My pelvis is level, and I'm balanced. That's what we want. What you might experience the first time you do it, or the first few times, is, okay, that's totally cool, but what I want you to do, instead of, if you land here, stepping out of it, I want you to work to find your balance, get that position, and then reset. So you're teaching your body, no, this is where we need to end up. Once you've perfected that, then you're going to go into a little bit of a lateral deceleration and stabilization. So you're going to start on one foot, knee bent, chest up, and you're going to lateral hop and land in that nice perfect point of balance. Again, the first few times you might be swimming a little, swim your way back to balance, and then hold it nice and stable, then push back the other direction, keeping that knee pointing straight ahead. So again, we're not using that to generate power, we're using that to work on dynamic stabilization. Start with a smaller push. As you get more competent, then bigger push, but nailing that balance bang on. The last one we're going to do actually also works the ankle into inversion and eversion. I like it for your hip too. You guys should be, you know when swimmers, before they swim and they swing their arms around and they look like they're rubber? I want you guys to be able to do, not like swing your hips right around, but I want you to be able to do that at your hip. And when I do this as warm up at camps or in the gym, some people, they swing like a rusty gate. You know, I want you to just be able to loosen up that hip, stay balanced, swing, and get it going like that. And while you're doing that, you're actually getting a little inversion, eversion. So it's frontal plane, which is across in front of my body, as opposed to sort of a diagonal kicking motion. I want you straight out in front, getting a nice dynamic stretch on your groins and the outside of your hip. So there are 3 ways you can work on dynamic stability of your ankle that will not only improve your performance, because really your foot is the interface with the ice, and your ankle is the joint that helps control the foot. You need to have that fine tune of balance, so when you move, you're in a power position, ready to go in any direction. This is Maria from goalietrainingpro.com. Enjoy.